Hey, Albert here with Mainland Cycle Center. Today we're going to look at a 2020 Kawasaki STX 160X. Brand new model from Kawasaki. This is based on our previous STX 15F. There's three versions of this ski: the STX 160, the STX 160X that we see here, and then the STX 160LX. Okay, and I'll explain some of the differences as we go through. But STX 15F is a jet ski that's been around a long time. Uses our 1500cc, 1498cc actually, inline four-cylinder, four-stroke, fuel-injected motor. Great motor, 160 horsepower. So that 160 in the name relates to the horsepower, much like our Ultra 310s. They're 310 horsepower. STX 160, 160 horsepower. And these are, the STX 15F has long been a very good performing jet ski. Great performance from that jet ski. It was just the right combination of engine and chassis. I mean, our Ultras are a longer, bigger, heavier hull, and we have an Ultra LX with this same motor in it. But the STX 15F performs quite a bit better as far as top speed. Probably an additional 10 miles an hour because of the lighter hull. So I've had customers tell me they can run their STX 15Fs as much as as much as 65 miles an hour. And so really good performing skis for the money. This one is $99.99 MSRP, and that's just a few $100s more than the STX 15F was. It was $96.99 MSRP last year, and so $300 more on this one. But I think it's well worth it for sure. You can see where that money went. So they have a retractable rear boarding step, standard. Dual drain plugs, one on each side. Nice big rear deck. One of the differences between the LX and the X is going to be the mats. The LX model has premium mats. One of the cool things I noticed on the back is there's a little storage compartment now here in the back. That looks like that would be a great place to put like your rope for pulling a tower, or a tuber, excuse me, the rope for pulling a tuber or a skier, or maybe your rope for tying up at the dock. That'd be a great place to stash that and stow it. It's got some little drains at the bottom to let water drain out. For you guys who are familiar with the STX 15Fs, you know, they had a two-piece seat. These are three-passenger jet skis, so driver and then two passengers in the back. These are three-passenger jet skis, but you had a two-piece seat on the old ones, and there was a storage compartment underneath. Same thing, but where the other one, it was a little fiddly. When you took that seat off, you didn't quite know what to do with it. You kind of had to hold on to it, not drop it in the water, that kind of thing. This one, you pick it up, slide it back, pull it up, and it'll stay just like that, and that'll give you access to that rear storage compartment without having to figure out what to do with this rear seat. There's your flush kit for running it out of the water. These are intakes for air intake to get fresh air into the hull. This little bucket picks up. The battery is underneath there, as well as the exhaust. So there's your battery, some of that kind of stuff. There's a little prop rod here that you can use to hold the seat in this position, because it will just kind of fall, but it'll stay there. And then to take this seat off, you just pick it up. So it's got a little thing that it fits in here in the channel, but you just pick it up, comes right off. To remove the front seat, which will then give us access to that motor. And so there it is, the inline four-cylinder double overhead cam, fuel injected, water cooled, 1498cc, 160 horsepower motor from Kawasaki. Really reliable power plant. We've been using this motor platform for a long time, and it's a very, very solid platform. It does quite well. Stainless steel hardware on the jet skis. You know, probably the biggest problem we have, we're here on the Texas Gulf Coast, and so corrosion is something we fight. If you ride in freshwater and inland on lakes and things, then you just don't know how lucky you are, because it definitely takes a little bit of effort to keep one nice, but with a little bit of effort you can, especially with all the stainless steel hardware. Stainless steel seat safe staples. Even here, this is all stainless steel. So Kawasaki has really done everything. If you buy a jet ski from us, we're going to go over with you how to maintain your jet ski and keep it looking nice so that you don't have corrosion issues. And it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit of effort, and you can do that real easily. I have customers who ride their jet skis in salt water all the time, and their jet skis look great because they just take a little bit of time to keep them looking great. New mirrors, new digital display. Now the X model does come standard with the cruise control, and I haven't looked at the owner's manual, but I suspect that this also has our one-touch 5-mile-an-hour no wake, going through a no wake zone. So what you can do, so you got your throttle here, it's drive by wire. There's no throttle cable anymore. Drive by wire, all electronic throttle. And so what you can do is, without touching the throttle, without pulling the throttle rather, so throttle full back, just tap this button and that should put it in that 5-mile-an-hour wake mode. And then to turn that off, you can tap the button again, or you can pull the throttle and it'll turn it off. But then you also have electronic cruise control. So with the cruise control, you can't let go of the throttle. So what you can do is pull the throttle a little bit, and what you have to do is you can't let the throttle go back past closed. So open, closed. You can't let it go back past where you initially set it. So what I tell most of my customers to do is pull the throttle just a little bit, and then with the throttle pulled, tap that button and that should set your cruise. Once the cruise is set, then just pull the throttle all the way to the grip, and then you can use your up and down buttons to change your speed on the cruise control. And then to turn it off, you can tap the button again or let go of the throttle and it'll turn it off. So pretty cool. Cruise control is a pretty neat thing. I thought it was kind of silly when they first introduced it, but after using it a little bit, I kind of like it. It's a pretty cool feature. Also, I think the cruise control, if you're trying to conserve gas and keep from going too fast, it definitely can help with that. The more you stay out of the throttle, the more riding time you'll get. And I understand it's fun to ride full throttle all the time. Speaking of fuel, larger gas tank, 20 gallon, just a little over 20 gallon. I can't remember exactly if it was 20.4, 20.6 or what it is, but a little over 20 gallons on the fuel. And I believe the STX 15Fs were about 17 gallons. So a little more fuel. Storage compartment still opens in the front. And there's your storage compartment in the front. It's nice and lined. There's your fuel fill, 87 octane fuel on these. Also, for you guys that are STX 15F guys, the forward and reverse lever is now on the opposite side from the throttle. So before, the forward and reverse was on the right, as of course the throttle's on the right. Now you can work the forward and reverse with your left hand and the throttle with your right hand. But and then storage compartment here, 2 keys, full power and SLO, or slow or smart learning operations, what we actually call that. And this has now a little weatherproof door there. And let's see, so and then there's a couple of drink holders right up here, one here and one here. You have that on so far the X and the LX model. But and then these also are equipped with Kawasaki Smart Steering. So if you're at speed and you let off the throttle, it will give you some off-throttle steering. So the Kawasaki Smart Steering. And then the hull on these is really good. Handles good, holds the water good, just enough slip to make it fun, but holds the water good enough that it really handles well, turns when you want it to. One of the things about this is you'll see these little kind of ridges here, 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 and there. Those are spray strips that are made into the hull. So as water tries to come up the hull, those spray strips knock that water back down so you don't get water coming over the front of the boat where it hits you in the face. So nice dry ride on these STXs with the Kawasaki spray strips. This is a pretty nice color. For some reason on my camera it looks a lot more pastel than it does in person. It's kind of a teal. It's definitely more green than pastel. I hope that comes through on the camera. It's not real sunny out here today, but it was a good opportunity to come out and make this video since we just ungraded this. But anyway, we're real excited for these new STX 160s. I think they look great. Great features. A lot of jet ski for your money. Our STX 15F has always been a popular ski, and this is right in there, the same budget. We're actually going to have the STX 160, the base model, that's going to be, I think, $95.99 or $94.99. I'll have to go look. And it's going to be $100 cheaper than the STX 15F was. So just really great pricing on these, great features, great styling, and great performance with that 160 horsepower motor. All right, well, that's a look at the 2020 STX 160X. All right, once again, we are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Marque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com or by phone at 409-948-4969. And we would just love it if you give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come on down to Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.